Welcome back, Downers. We are here for another 19th fucking freaking episode. We're going to watch our swearing today. No swearing, because we might have a sponsor one day. We'll see about that. We are joined together. Fuck it. We're joined here with Wake fucking Wilder, and he's here as our 6th, 7th, maybe 8th guest.
Who knows?
We're happy to have him here. Wake, why don't you do a little introduction?
I'm Wake. I'm a guy who streams on Twitch. That's... Please. That's great.
Hey guys, awesome intro by the way. Leave a comment, like always. Anyways, guys, we got a sick ass Patreon. Well, again, a 13-year-old girl doesn't think of these things.
What do you know what a 13-year-old girl
what do you
thinks
think?
about?
You don't know what a
shits?
13-year-old
Does
What are
what
you
I'm saying
talking about?
fucking make sense?
Dude, don't yell. It's so funny.
Kill yourself, Nick. Kill yourself now.
All right, number 19. We're back from Thanksgiving.
Holy shit, you've done 19?
Yep, everyone
Yeah.
thought we were going to end after like 5 episodes.
I have not kept up.
Dude, the
so
pod
that's-
is
that's
really
a lot
good.
I can't think of a sex joke about 19-year-olds. I think at that point they've been
This-
legal
Just let him stop.
or keep going.
Okay.
So, thank y'all so much for watching
Yeah.
19 episodes. You're here again for whatever reason. Thanksgiving, guys.
Yes.
So, let's talk. Wake,
Yeah.
I did not see you on Thanksgiving.
No, you
No?
didn't.
Wait, no, I didn't
We've
see
never
it all.
seen each other on anything.
No, we never seen any Thanksgiving.
Yeah, no, hey, I didn't see you on
How about
Thanksgiving.
this? How about this, Wake?
Yeah.
Before we get into Wake's Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
who the fuck is Wake?
Oh, right.
Wake,
Okay.
Wake, give a quick rundown to the Punching Down Pod. Who are you? What do you do? Where'd you come from?
God.
What's the deal with you?
I'm just the most ordinary guy. I'm Wake. I don't know what the fuck do you
Okay,
do.
how old are you?
I'm 30.
Okay. What are your dimensions?
Are my dimensions? Are we like
Third.
Yeah. Are we talking there? Are we talking like my
No,
height,
your
my
height,
weight?
your height.
Okay, yeah. I'm like 5'11", about 150
You are
pounds.
not 5'11". You are 6'3", you
I'm
jackass.
5'11".
Are you actually 6 or 5'11"?
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's a fucking lying bitch.
Dang.
Stop lying.
I'm 5'11".
Okay, then what's Finn then?
Finn's probably around 5'10", 5'9".
What am I, 5'7"?
Yeah, just about.
Oh, come on.
About 5'7" too,
Yeah.
5'8" maybe.
Okay, he just shrunk all of us.
Yeah.
Fucking piece
No,
of shit.
welcome to where you said that you were going to expose shit. All right, we're talking about everything. Guess what, guys? I'm 5'11". Everyone's lying.
All streamers are short.
Yes,
We actually shave
Sure,
ourselves down to fit on camera.
incredibly short.
Yeah.
So tell us more about yourself, Wake.
Yeah,
You know,
like,
like
so-
as a content creator,
Yep.
where'd you come from? What you doing nowadays?
Well, yeah, I spawned kind of out of the ether. The only reason I stream at all is that I lived in Austin. So like I was born and raised here.
This is where everyone
And-
streams, huh?
Yeah, yes, I think you're responsible for that, from
Yes.
what I've heard.
A handful of others, but yes.
Yeah, no, it's kind of wild. I don't even know if you will include this, but you grew up so around the corner from me. I didn't even realize how close we grew up.
I remember
next
you-
to one another.
Yeah, you went to the high school I would have went to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very. Oh no, I went to the high school right next to the one you would have went to.
I think
Yes.
you told me which one. Yeah.
Super ballpark. Yeah, so I made some friends in Austin. They started inviting me to parties, and some other streamers were there. And through a long enough chain of weird connections, I wound up doing Camp Canute, where I kind of formally became your friend. I think we'd known each other just before that. And
On the boat.
How does
on
one
the boat.
become formally someone's friend? Contract?
Well, well, you know Nick, very litigious.
Sign here.
And okay, and so this says you can't leak anything. No,
How's that going?
We no, it was fun because I think you what exactly would have happened? I think that it was the first time where we established like a rapport or a trust, where it was like, okay, like beyond content, I'm not going to disparage or harm Nick to advance myself, and I think that's probably.
But you would do
something.
it to someone else.
Well, most other people, yeah. I had a view count threshold. He was above that.
So wait, the people that you had to step over to get here, how'd it go? What was the people? How'd you even get to those parties? Who was the first in?
My first like streamer friend. Honestly, I think one of the first people I really met in Austin was Dustin.
My brother.
Yeah.
Wow.
I met Dustin.
Yeah.
So you're part of the others.
Yeah. No. Like.
What,
it was like-
what does that mean?
What's the others? What does that mean? Wait. Yeah. Wait. What?
It was just a
I
thing that we
immediately
used to
agreed.
say.
I was like, yeah. Wait.
Yeah,
What?
well, I know what you mean by it. Yeah.
Well, I think
I'm
it
just
was
kidding.
refreshing to people because I like legitimately had no context for Twitch. So it was a joy to like meet people with no real understanding of like who they were or what they've said, because I've realized now that like making friends as a streamer, it's like, oh, I've seen probably like 3 hours worth of footage of you at some point. You know what I mean? Like that's a lot of
I
familiarity.
don't know why anyone would ever want to make friends with a streamer, bro.
No, you shouldn't. I get
Yeah.
that. That's my
Streamers
one
are fucking
takeaway
horrible.
from the last
That is
3.5
not true.
years.
Yes, they are.
Streamers are horrible, but I
Streamers blow. How many streamer friends do you have? 0.
yeah, but at the same time, I totally see other streamers or non-streamers looking at a streamer's life and being like, that looks fun.
Well, yeah,
They play games for a living. I'd love to duo queue with this person for fun. Now, to try and gain off of becoming a streamer as well,
Listen, the
that's
grass
different.
is always greener, bro. Once you get there.
So you think a normal
Knives
person
in the
would be like,
back, lies, you know.
oh, no, that is what happens.
Yeah. You know
So,
what?
sure,
Yeah.
but they don't know that yet.
They will.
Okay, again, I'm talking about the person that doesn't know streamers. They'll
So,
look at a streamer like,
but
oh,
did you
know
even know anything about Twitch before you met Dustin?
I knew who Shroud was.
Okay.
Because Shroud played Counter-Strike, and I loved Counter-Strike, but I knew him as a CS pro, not as like a streamer. So
That
he
was it, just Shroud?
Yeah, I knew Shroud, and I actually knew who S-Fan was because he was the first person who ever made classic WoW YouTube content that I found.
Oh
and
my
I
God.
played World of
Bullshit.
Warcraft my whole
Swifty?
life growing up. So I played World of Warcraft. No, when Classic was announced for re-release, I remember I was on my motorcycle, and I think I was in like southern Baja California, getting
so
ready to go.
cool.
No, okay, I'm not that
Just
cool.
with his hair blowing, his cock out.
I was
Pubes.
fully naked,
Guys,
yeah.
regular guy. I'm 5'11".
Pubes.
On my motorcycle with my hair, my muscle,
No,
whatever.
okay, no,
Baja,
it wasn't like
California.
that. Okay, I was actually in a lot of really intense tech gear, and I looked like a nerd. It was not, but
you
I
didn't.
was in southern Baja California, so like getting ready to go
Baja
on the
chicken,
ferry
Quiznos.
from La Paz to
Oh, La Paz, guys.
I think Mazatlan is where I went.
Oh, yeah, we all
and
know
I
this.
needed to get a bunch of. Well, it's geographically that's where you go.
It's so obvious, Wade.
Tip
We
of
all
the
know
penis beneath California.
Yeah.
That's La Paz.
Yep.
Mazatlan is like at kind of the base of the shaft of Mexico,
Yes.
and you go across.
Of course.
Maybe it's closer to Midge.
Long
Right
way.
through the cartels.
Actually, yes, right into Sinaloa.
Yeah, Sinaloa.
I needed content to kind of like digest while I was on that ferry, and everyone was looking forward to Classic. This was 2018, and so I remember
That was the shit back
yeah,
then.
Before
me and all
things
my
went
friends
south.
were planning our guild, and like this is just me, my normie friends, who
Who are your normie friends?
I mean, people who I
From
grew
school?
up with. Yeah. So I
Like
started
Dustin.
playing World of Warcraft with a bunch of my like friends from elementary school in 2004. And so we were all talking about like, okay, we're going to start a guild. We're going to pick our servers. And I was like, oh, what class am I going to play? Yada, yada, yada. Because I was like not gamer-fied enough to know that I should just play warrior. You know, I just didn't know that then.
I mean, I didn't know that.
Wait, you said earlier that the school that he went to, that he would have went to, is that the school that Dustin went to?
No.
So did you go to the same school as DK?
No. So I went to a school very close by. So like some of my friends, if they were, let's say like one street over from where they were, they would have gone to that school.
You were at the
shared a
border?
line. Yes, we were at the border. Yes.
So I went to a private school.
Yeah,
but
because you had behavioral issues.
Dustin did.
I thought you had behavioral
I
issues.
did not.
Oh, so wait, you served time for your brother's crimes, essentially.
Kind of.
But Chance was bad too, man.
I was not.
He was looking at porn and shit as a
Kill
little
yourself. No, I was not.
That's
You were looking at porn.
Okay, if
Yeah,
looking
everyone was, man.
Yeah, what
I
the
wasn't.
fuck?
I was not.
Yes, you were.
No,
Yeah,
no.
you were.
Yes, you were. That's
the only reason you weren't is
entirely
because you didn't
fictional.
have fucking
I
a lot.
didn't have internet.
You didn't have enough. You didn't want to
internet?
waste your internet
Nope.
on porn.
Wait,
I had to
hold on.
choose either playing WoW or watching porn, baby.
Wait. So you had like an allotted amount of time with
No,
the
I had a
internet.
lot amount of data
Yeah.
Ooh, wait, there was a data cap on the internet?
because I didn't have cable. I had cell phone internet. I had Sprint 5G,
Wait,
4G.
this
sorry.
is a prison. What the fuck?
3G. Shit, what the fuck am I saying? Yeah,
Wow, so how did you jerk off?
JC Penney's catalog raw section.
Okay,
Plus-
I
plus
used to,
minus.
no. I used to. Is that okay? You guys laugh like that's not really common. I used to steal.
I would come on the pages. Yeah.
I had pages too.
You know those what are those? They do them nowadays like catchy tributes. back in the day.
So
man.
it was kind of like a tearaway calendar. Like
Yeah.
you would rip
Yeah.
a page
I went
out.
to a private Christian school because Dustin went to Westwood, which was considered, people called it West Weed. Mm-hmm. And Dustin was the king of that high school.
Oh.
In fact, Dustin was so excited because he was going to be, you know how middle school is 6th, 7th, and 8th grade?
Yeah.
Dustin and I are 4 years apart.
Yeah.
So as soon as I went to middle school, Dustin went to high school. And it sucked. He's like, I want to go to school with my little brother. And he was excited because high school is 9th, 10th, 11th,
Yeah.
and 12th. So he was going to be a senior. I
Yeah.
was going to be a freshman.
Okay.
And he was going to pass the torch of the...
He's gonna haze the shit out of you.
but
well, no,
he was cool. You weren't cool.
Yeah. No, I was cool. I just wasn't as cool as Dustin. Dustin was a partier. Also, no one was that cool in middle school. You didn't get really cool until high school and you start throwing parties and selling weed and shit.
Yeah, you didn't have that bravado.
Yeah, you couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I was
But
cool in middle school.
Dustin wanted me to be that. And also, my friend Tyler down the road went to a private Christian school, and he convinced my parents to send me there.
And then Wake was doing weird stuff at a different place.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
doing
very close.
Entirely weird stuff. in a
Wow,
different place, yeah.
wow. And then you got into the streamer friend group. And
I
the
mean,
first
a
person,
lot happens
so who-
between A and B there. Yeah, you were
yeah.
like Wake is 14 to Wake gets into a streamer
but there's no
friend group.
difference.
No, it was
So you were 14 when you joined the Austin Circle.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and the first person you talked to was S-Fan.
Yes.
Dude, S-Man said the N-word the other day. Did y'all hear that?
We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
So the
Yeah.
first person you met was, you said,
It was essentially like I met a bunch of people in a
So
group
was
going
it
out
like-
at the
was it like-
domain. So like Dustin was a part of that.
was
and-
Mitchie J there?
No, but Mitch was probably the first like big streamer I met.
That's why,
And-
that's because I considered, because when Mitch moved in with Dustin and Pink and all them,
Yeah.
I considered that house the other house.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's why I said the others.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that tracks. Yeah, so that's when I met. That's probably around when I would have met him then.
Wait,
He was a
that,
very troubled young man.
is that a
all I
Lost
recall.
reference? You're making a Lost
Yes,
reference.
it was a Lost reference.
Oh.
Good show.
And the
haven't
thing
seen
is,
Lost.
if you actually figured about the others who they weren't really too different from anybody else.
What does that mean?
Is that how it was? I forgot.
Killed a lot of people, man.
Well, some did they?
A couple, 2, 3, 10. I don't know.
I don't remember. I didn't rewatch it. This could be a bad reference. Go ahead. So you're hanging out with Mitchie J.
Yeah, so Mitch and I become best
Mitch
friends.
Jones.
Okay, Mitchie J, baby.
Now,
Arcane Dream. Really
yeah.
dropped that baby.
Actually, you know what is funny though? Wait, what?
Have you not...
Mitch dropped that baby.
We're getting so sidetracked, but have you not seen where he dropped it?
Wait, is that what he's
So
getting?
there was a TTS.
No, yeah, because he was explaining to me why he didn't have partner. I remember this. It was like that was one of the many
So he had to choose.
things
lots
that
of
he had.
He had to choose between this baby
That he was holding.
or his career, and he chose his career.
No, okay, I know this
And he
exact
dropped
clip.
the baby.
Yeah. He's
Best,
getting.
it was one of the second best Twitch clip of all time.
So to give people context, Mitch received text-to-speech of the N-word while he's streaming,
This is back when I
but
would get you in
also
trouble.
while he's holding a baby.
Yeah.
Out of sheer panic,
This is-
dropped the baby.
You know what's crazy?
And skipped the donation.
This is like a textbook would you rather situation. You know what I mean?
But it was
Like
instinct,
it's like a
man.
hypothetical.
To be fair, that's Twitch's fault, bro. Someone TTS is some crazy N-word. Like, you don't have to ban the guy. Dude, I don't know.
I don't really know that era of Twitch,
Dude,
man.
off topic, okay?
Yeah.
I was on someone's stream a couple days ago, and it was, I don't know who it was, someone resubbed. It was Ms. Kiff is a PHAG, and it just said it. The TTS just
Oh, it
came
read
through.
it?
Yes, it just read it, dude.
Classic.
Yeah, and it's I was like, all right, moving on. No bad, no nothing. That's how it should have been years ago. So Mitch wouldn't have dropped that baby.
That baby would still be alive.
Yep.
It died.
That
Did it die?
Yep.
All right.
So, wait,
Yep,
we were talking
formally.
about...
Is that Coke can in my fucking way? Good.
Yeah. What was I saying? You
talk a
had
lot.
to. Yeah, you completely just unnecessarily interrupted my
You had
train
to
of
do
thought. You had to because it was in your way of what?
With my time.
Oh,
shine.
that's your I didn't
Yeah,
see that. Okay,
yeah.
never mind. That's valid.
I got cameras everywhere.
People only
baby.
know what they know.
I'm in a panopticon right now.
What the fuck was that word? Panopticon?
You know what that means?
Chance, what is it?
Now,
Chance knows it.
we need to slow down for a second. Let's slow down for a
So
second.
Mitch
Couple
Jones
things.
dropped that baby.
He did.
And then Wake
Mitch
picked it
Jones
up.
Now,
so
hold
to
on.
give you guys context, the panopticon is what streaming is. We're all trapped in it.
That's great. Hold on.
Okay.
No, you're thinking
Turn
of
it
the
down.
Jesus.
Hold on, Finn.
The air conditioner?
We got to make it hotter in here.
No.
I am-
You need a blanket.
You
Kill
need,
yourself.
you need a
Oh,
blanket.
you have a little blanket.
You need a
Okay,
little
we
blanket.
need to make it warmer.
No.
And Finn, good luck editing this.
No, this is probably the best episode
gonna
yet,
be-
by the way.
This is the worst
Absolutely.
episode.
This is the
Thanks,
this is
Wake.
an episode that I would listen to because I'm being hilarious. Go ahead.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Our like
okay,
ratio just plummeted.
Let's fucking I guess trimming all the fat here.
No, we don't need to trim the fat. It's not you the problem. Nick's the problem. Go
What
ahead.
ultimately happened was that I, at the time, was kind of in between gigs. This was, I think, like COVID had just kind of hit. I had left. I was working as a model and an actor for a couple of years, unsuccessfully. I mean, I had some published shoots and I went on some auditions that were big, but nothing really transpired from it because, frankly, these industries are just heinously predatory. And if you're not willing to kind of play ball, it gets weird.
We're talking about modeling and acting.
Yeah,
What do you
very,
mean by
very.
predatory not playing ball?
Well, like, okay, I guess the
How
long
would
and
you
the
have to
short of
play
it is
ball?
that I this is what I'll probably, and I'll give myself and this industry maybe a little bit of grace in my expression of it. I was either one, not already famous enough or talented enough to succeed solely on my own merit.
And
So
no
I had a
nepotism?
lot of opportunities presented to me
Okay.
that were essentially currying favor through sexual acts with important people in order to get certain roles or opportunities. Because, I mean, realistically, what happens when you go on a casting is you sit down in a room. It is like an incubation chamber of a bunch of just wake clones. And you just see 18 people who look like they teach yoga to Malibu moms. And they're all auditioning for the same 2-line role in a shitty Netflix show. You know what I mean?
And you get that role if you have sex with somebody.
Well, no, but it's like, how different is this guy's read of the role really going to be to mine? You know? So, like, at the end of the day, what really separates you? You're either someone's kid, you're crazy talented, which I just don't think I was, honestly, and I don't know how often that happens, but I want to give credence to the possibility of it, or you let a weird old hobbled fucking bridge troll suck on your dick a little bit. And it didn't sit right with me at the time. Maybe now at 30, I'd be like, fuck it.
Are you saying that I could have been doing this
No.
on my Twitch career?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
No. Well, you have to be talented to some extent, handsome.
No.
taller than 5'7".
You're not
Just
getting what I'm
kidding,
saying.
man. I'm totally kidding. I actually
I'm
think
not,
you're handsome,
I'm
man,
not
just
the
so we're
wake
clear.
in this. I'm the old hobbly guy providing the career.
Well, I'd argue that a lot of Twitch streamers actually did exactly that.
I did not. Even though I've been accused of being the NP Diddy.
You're damn right, Wick. You're damn right. There's a lot of dick suckers.
I've seen all.
Can you name him?
You could be a star, you know.
So Austin Show.
You could be a star.
Wait, just to clarify this about your past, was that a bit?
Oh, no. I was absolutely offered opportunity gated behind the exchange of sexual favors. Not even a joke. But I was a very,
So why
let's
not,
call
Wick?
it, I think that I was young and dumb enough to have an air of idealism of like, things will
You had
work out.
morals?
Unfortunately, I have a handful. I'm not going to say that I have a ton.
So today you
they've,
suck it.
they've atrophied over time. Well, to be clear, actually, I was never asked to suck a dick. A lot of it's dudes, famous, powerful gay men who want to suck your dick. That's like entry level.
So you could have been a famous actor
Wait.
if you let some dude suck your dick and you said
I don't know. I mean, I
right.
could have also just gotten debated. It could have been, welcome in, come onto the back rooms, let's see that cock, buddy. Yada, 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 glug, glug,
Wait, man,
glug. And then it could have been, all right, we'll contact you later. And I would have
Hold
never
on,
known.
I need to talk about
There's
this.
no way this is
Sounds
is
like
real?
a win-win.
I don't understand.
Is this real?
Do I just not understand gays? They like sucking dick, or they like getting their dick sucked?
I'm gonna
by
tell
a
you
guy?
right now.
Which one is it?
Well, I think they
'Cause-
like both, Chance.
Okay, I understand. Sure, that's fine.
I
But
think-
in the case of you, when you're trying to score a role of some sort, it just doesn't. It's weird that they just want to suck your dick.
Well, I think that there are
See what I'm saying?
some
Like
individuals.
you suck their dick.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, I think for some individuals, there's a pursuit of like sort of like. Have you ever heard the term turn someone?
Oh, so they want to try and turn you gay?
Yeah, they're like it's a challenge to be like, oh, I bet I could get him off still. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like, oh, you would be otherwise resistant to it, but I'm the exception. So I think that there's some kind of, because they know that they're probably not going to get me to suck their dick. I'd probably be resistant to it, one, and then two,
But would
I'm
that
not going to
count-
be any good at it. So like, do you
wait,
really
wait,
want?
wait,
Do you really want entry level blowjob?
You'd be all right.
You knew how to
You'd
suck.
pretty
Well,
good
no,
at it.
because you really want to have to do it. You know what I
wait,
mean?
you'd be
In
good.
order to be
Not
good.
really.
I've seen you eat bananas.
I don't know if have you like tested how good you'd be at it. Also, by the way, and I just want to dispel this sort of suggestion that the deeper you can go with it, the better you are at it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Not
No,
that this is podcast material. I just think that that's a really I think that it is I think you're misattributing skill.
But it does help.
To one
Chance would know.
Well, for me,
That's
no,
how he got his
but-
start on Twitch.
Yep.
Remember
Yep.
back in the day?
John Twitch.
John Twitch sucked his dick dry.
No, your dick.
My own dick.
Yeah. So back to the.
Okay, yeah,
so
let's go back.
You were sucking Mitch.
So I sucked Mitch's dick.
Dropped a baby, sucked Mitch's dick.
You're in the circle.
Dude, this is bad.
You're in the circle now.
I'm covered in cum.
Covered in cum.
I have no, and then
Camp Canute comes
and then
around
Camp
the
Canute
corner.
happens, they'd be
Sucked
like,
everyone's dick there.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Stream ends.
Yeah.
Get down on your knees. No, so Camp Canute happened, and people, for whatever reason, couldn't decide how they felt about me, but it was positive enough to where I was able to parlay that into a long-term-ish streaming career that has been, I mean, pleasantly and unprecedentedly stagnant. It's just been a nice straight line.
So you're a product of Camp Canute 1,
Yes.
and Julia's a product of Camp Canute 2.
Well, no, Julie is a product of Iron Forge Gym. Camp Canute 2, she wasn't necessarily around.
Iron Forge, you're right. I was wrong.
Yeah. So she beat the shit out of Ms. Kiff on a stream with the spinning back fist, and that kind of just catapulted her.
I bet people go back and watch that.
Oh, sure.
Yes.
I also think you maybe overestimate the attachment people have to anything that happened more than 2 days ago.
That's true. No
I
one
don't know,
cares
man. People bring up stuff that I did 10 years ago.
Well, it's because
Oh,
it's
you
all they
told
remember.
this one lady make two. Nah,
They haven't watched since then.
Speaking of DreamHack is going on right now.
I
Sweden.
was not invited.
Me neither.
DreamHack is an entirely different operation now.
The one in Sweden, I would imagine, is the same. Is it
Oh,
not?
is it not? I thought that DreamHack as an entire operation was acquired by the Saudi culture fund or something.
We know nothing about that, but
I
Awake, of course, you do.
I don't know shit about that.
Not like
be true.
I'm not morally policing it. I just think I thought that Kick and Saudi Arabia together had kind of, because it was the Esports World Cup and Kick had kind of been all around DreamHack. The last one I went
DreamHack
to.
Dallas.
Is it? I don't know if it's event by event. I assume
you know
that it
DreamHack
was
started in
working
Sweden,
as
right?
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
thought that they worked as kind of
I have no idea what's happening nowadays about that stuff.
Me neither.
Like, I don't know who's going to that.
The only thing I do, okay, so I remember when I first was kind of acclimating to Twitch post Camp Canute, and I was trying to just gouge anything for content. I was like, oh, why don't I learn about Twitch's past?
Oh.
And there was two things, right? There was a song called Leah You Ho. That had Haruyo Koi under it, and that from that day on has been my intro song to this. Wait,
Daniel
every
Jacques?
time.
Hold on, you play that?
Haruyo.
Okay, so the original.
No, but then it
No.
was "fuck you," and then they hands
And then
up.
they played Leah.
Yeah. No, but Leah Yo was never a part of the one I use because that felt weird.
I know the guy who actually made that song.
We know the guy, yeah.
Oh.
He lived with Byron and them for a good amount of time, yeah.
He did.
Yeah, see, all that shit. I literally, guys. Here's how to conceptualize my entire
That was
Twitch
prime
career.
Twitch.
I'm gonna give it to you, okay?
Give it to
all
me.
the things that you look back fondly on, I enter the picture. No more fond memories. That is precisely the moment I became a streamer.
So you have been doing nothing but suffering since you've joined.
Well, whether or not I might be the origin of it, I don't know. There might be might be
you
a
think-
dark psychic fog.
The harbinger
That's-
of depression.
Yeah, that's just
So,
wafted its
all
way
the
into this
court
universe.
cases, all the viewbotting,
Every
everything
single-
bad that happens is your fault.
I spawn in, Mizkif coin tweet, train railroad tweet, but it just goes boom, 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 boom down
you.
the line. Yeah.
Classic.
And
So it's your fault.
I'm behind the scenes.
So
I'm
in a-
marionetting
It
it.
is your fault, man.
Yeah. Well,
Fuck
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Wake.
I agree.
Yeah.
Now,
So yeah.
Wick Wilder,
Yeah.
Twitch streamer,
Unfortunately.
when everything went
Yeah.
to shit.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Now the real question is, Wake,
Yeah.
are you more happy now or before?
Infinitely less happy.
Really?
Markedly.
And this,
You know
this
what's
is no
crazy,
joke.
though? I remember during Camp Canute, really, I would be driving my car sometimes, and I would just cry. I'd be like, I can't believe this is happening. This is insane.
So you were happy?
I was overjoyed because for the first time in my life, I made maybe more than $5,000 in a
Wait,
month.
so you
and I
are
didn't know
happy?
what to do. I was no. Now I have my material needs
So
covered,
it was,
which is really nice.
It was like this, then it was happiness, and now we're in the sadness?
I would say that, okay, so here's the thing.
Yeah,
and this might be difficult for
Use your
both
hands.
of you to understand because I think that you both kind of came into a considerable amount of wealth at a young age.
I've never struggled with money. Lucky
Yeah,
me.
no, and that's totally
You will
I
soon,
would
buddy.
wish that on everyone I know and love. I think that's
Yes.
incredible.
I'm struggling right now.
However, to go from your floor goes up so considerably just by not having to worry about paying for things that
So
to
you're
say
saying-
that I'm not a little bit happier. I don't know if I am probably less content and fulfilled, but I am infinitely less distressed. Do you know what I mean? So I might deal with like an ennui, like a stress, a general sort of, let's say like malcontent feeling in my soul because this whole like fucking charade of broadcasting my every waking moment and considering its profitability in the context of a consumer base or a viewer base is, I just think, dystopian and sad. However, I also...
By the way, for the record, Chance has no idea what you just said. Just keep that in mind.
Well,
That's above his pay grade.
Okay, well, no, think about it. So there was a moment in time where you had to consider who you were beyond just like your interpersonal engagements with people, right? Beyond like,
what is an interpersonal?
Okay, friendships, your bonds, your
Why didn't you
relationships.
just say that?
Well, like, because it extends beyond just your friendships, right? It's like every person you talk to, every conversation you have, you just kind of are a person and you don't really consider what that is. But then that slowly, as you stream, becomes a product. It's a set of expectations a viewer has for you that, in my eyes, is a weird kind of prison of your own construction. You know?
Start over.
No.
Okay. What I'm essentially trying to get to is that there's something incredibly unnerving to me about everything
your personality is a product.
Yes, and everything that you go on to say or do has to be considered through the lens of how people will receive that product.
There was
You don't have to do that, by the way. You choose to.
True.
Well,
remember in
yeah.
Michigan, I think you maybe said you should tell more childhood stories, and I said I shouldn't use all my ammo.
Yeah, I remember that.
And that is
also
a
said
thing.
You want to know what's
donations would die off,
crazy
too.
is that's kind of the bane of streaming is that you essentially you block off all your ports. There's no more incoming information, data, experience, and you're just dispensing shit.
That is a good way to put it. Yes, it's everything's outgoing, nothing is ingoing.
Yeah, and eventually you're like, oh, I have nothing left in my reservoir. Like I have no more experience, and I'm
that's why you have to
slowly
have a healthy-
becoming this remarkably like mutated sort of like. I am now a weird kind of meta-constructed like Frankenstein of just weird streaming discourse and internet stuff. You know what I
that
mean?
Frankenstein show.
You know what? Frankenstein's good.
It was not bad. Go on.
Yeah, on Netflix.
Yeah.
So essentially, Wake, let me help you out here, man. I'm a seasoned vet.
Yeah.
Okay? You're thinking too much about this sort of shit. Okay?
Well, I mean,
No, he's
hold
not.
on. I'm talking about how I felt. Like, there's a journey to this.
So this is halfway?
You know,
Three-fourths?
well, it's more so like I think that, frankly, being sort of spawned in at the time I spawned in, and the degree to which everyone was sort of obsessing over view count and growth, really.
So you say view count is important.
Well, I think that a lot of people convinced me that was the sole metric I had to consider for like the viability of even my presence as a friend in this circle, and I was very afraid of that.
Who said
Well,
that?
at a certain point, I was like, oh, well, now I exist solely nocturnally. I can't really connect with a lot of normal people anymore because my life is so perverse and weird.
Yep.
You know, all
Perverted and
I
weird.
have are these friends. And I feel like if I don't maintain a certain viewership, I'm going to
So
eventually
who would you say
be
your
discarded.
closest friends were during that time? Not me.
I'd say that, well, no, you actually were always one of my closest friends. But like you, Esfan, Miz, I mean, those are probably the people. Grayson, the people I was probably closest to just through proximity alone. I mean, I'd see some Russell and Simply as well. I didn't really know Emmy at the time.
Whole bunch of view count Annies over there. Russell.
Well, I mean, Russell
Piece of shit.
was the worst. I could say that. But
Grayson, but go on.
it was also just, you know, like I'd never had any degree of financial freedom before. I'd never made more than $5,000 in a month, I don't think. So
I've
like
never made less.
yeah, so like that experience was also like
You just couldn't resist, could you?
This is why people fucking hate you, man. Things like this. All right. And then when you accuse everyone of viewbotting, they just say it's you. And you're also viewbotting. Because you say, this is where it's
I had a feeling we want to talk about viewbotting.
This is actually where it's Go on. Sorry, Wake.
Regardless, okay.
I have an Ozempic hat on. You can't take me seriously.
There-
You're on Ozempic?
No, my hat.
What? Oh, shit. Why do you have an Ozempic hat?
Because I support
You,
it.
you
Why
can-
is it
you can look at him and
camouflage?
tell he's not on Ozempic.
So I can blend in and take Ozempic.
That's fucked up.
What do you say?
I said no, nothing.
Go on, Wake. We interrupt.
Regardless, I think the combination of like being like a weird sort of orphan whose entire friend group was kind of, if not obsessed with, deeply anxious about viewership and success.
Should be.
And you know, so I have no real backup plan, and my entire life and financial stability now revolves on essentially capitalizing on this. And I'm getting different advice from everyone, and I have no idea what to do with it. My sole fear is fucking it up. So I frankly was in like a state of pretty like perpetual distress about where this was going.
Well, you didn't
for
lose
like
your
the
hair.
last 3 years.
So hold on,
I didn't, which was good.
So why did you add the adjective perpetual distress?
Because are you asking for like
What does perpetual mean?
Okay.
And why did you add that?
Chance, no.
Well, because perpetual meaning that like it was unyielding. It did not stop. I kept feeling
Okay,
it
so
around the
continuous
clock.
stress.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. Here's a really important thing.
He's stressed out.
No. I'm
a
not
stressed out young boy.
I think it's
You were.
important one to say like I want to make it very clear because I get this accusation a lot that like I will like utilize certain like diction, which again use certain words because I think I'm smart or I would like to be seen as smart, and I would like to make it abundantly clear that I am not.
I think you're a humble guy.
And the reason why I use words in the way that I do is because one, I was raised in an environment that used this language. My mom was.
I like how you called it a different language.
Well, no. It used this. It's not. It's not what that means. But like, okay.
The fancy language of the past.
But go on.
No, it's just what my environment was like. And two, I think it's fun to like construct sentences in a way that feels aesthetically compelling. Like I like
But
the way
you
it
do
sounds.
cut off half the people listening.
Well, yeah,
I
that's
am-
also
I
why I'm
am
not a
gatekept.
good. I'm not. That's why I'm bad at this shit. I mean, like, come on, that's part of it.
I mean, I'm awesome. I'm
I
just
don't think
dumb
you're
as
bad.
fuck.
But also, like, and I mean this.
good.
This is
You're
why
relatable.
I'm
Everybody else is dumb.
positive. No, you guys are actually both very smart. I've talked to you both enough to know that.
There is not a single
But
smart person at this table besides yourself.
No, I'm not. There's not. Oh, the only smart person there is Finn.
No. This guy's an idiot.
No, Finn's actually dumb as fuck.
Unfortunately, no. Finn.
He's
might...
also an alcoholic.
True.
True.
Name one smart alcoholic. You can't.
Actually, like a lot.
Name one.
Like,
Go ahead, call someone else.
I mean, like,
go ahead,
yeah.
go ahead.
Well, Ernest Hemingway. I'd say that he was a pretty smart guy.
Well, that's back in the day. Nowadays, he wouldn't be considered smart.
Are you say? Why do you say that?
Would
like,
Bill
it's
Russell be good at basketball
would
today?
Einstein
No, he
be
was
considered
bad.
smart today?
No, because we already knew everything.
It's true.
So basically, I'm like the modern day Einstein. Is that what you're saying, Chance?
You're like the modern day.
Yeah, go ahead.
Josh Giddey.
He's good at basketball, and he's known for nothing else.
You see, your gate kept from that.
Yeah, what'd you say?
It's a basketball reference
You
to
wouldn't-
a
yeah, no,
player.
Can
who,
I step in and say, I feel like we have alienated Chance from this whole episode.
I
so
understand.
far.
No, I understand most
God.
of what's going on.
Well,
I
the
understand.
words are too
I
strong?
mean this with all my soul. I wish nothing more than to completely restart this episode. But
No,
let's
this is
go
great.
forward with this.
Wake, this episode is great so far.
You just gotta
Okay.
get to the point.
Unironically,
Why are you
you're-
suffering in an internal distress, Wake?
What? Well, I don't even know if I'm actually, look, I think that I'm generally very content because I, unlike many people, have one, a job that makes me enough money to survive, and then two,
people
I
don't.
get to hang out with people that I do very genuinely enjoy spending time with.
Let's make
now.
a list.
And
Five
that's great.
people. Who do you enjoy hanging out with? Go ahead.
I'd say, okay, I think that this is, I think I'm walking into what's called the trap.
No, this isn't a trap.
Okay,
Name one.
You know that
You're being set up.
Yeah, I'm not talking about anime either. I'm talking about a real like this is a trap.
What do you mean by that? Can you explain that in detail? What do you
Absolutely
mean by
not. In fact, please take that one out.
Nope.
I have. I thought that would be a joke to bring Chance back to the table, but it turns out it wasn't at all.
No, it went over my head.
You don't.
Oh man, but God, for someone who dates a JPEG, you're incredibly out of the loop on
Five.
that.
Trap remix. I've heard those songs.
Okay, 5.
5 people you like hanging out with. Go ahead.
I love Sear.
'Kay.
I love Peach. I
'Kay.
love Finn.
Nope.
I do love Nick
Nope.
as well. Okay, so that's fine. You can discard that. Who else do I love? I love Will Neff. I think he's great.
Sure.
I love you as well. I think you're great. I just don't hang out.
Don't
with you
give
that
him a
much.
pity.
That's
Don't
to-
give him
no,
one
no,
of
no,
those.
no. Every time we hang out, I'm very happy to do so. I think happened
I
about
don't
4
go out
times.
much.
Yeah, but all 4 times I enjoyed quite a bit.
Okay. Now 5 people you don't like.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Brave.
That's
That's
brave.
I
brave.
don't know. We are
Yeah,
pretty
P-
positive on
P.
Jeff
Diddy.
Epstein.
It's a cool island.
You know what we say?
It's a cool
What we say about the files here? Keep them locked up. Keep that envelope closed.
True.
I'm just kidding. All right, chance to go. I've been doing too much.
Well, anyways, guys, this is Wake Wilder. I mean,
unremarkable accidental
baby.
Twitch streamer.
dropped a baby, got cummed on hard.
A lot of cum.
Fucked his way to the top of Hollywood.
Yeah.
with
quit
Mitch
it,
Jones,
drove
Jeffrey
his
Epstein,
motorcycle through California to
killed people,
Yeah.
and joined the cartel for a brief moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Friends
Friends
and
of Will Neff.
perpetually stressed.
Yep.
You've been paying attention.
I got that word.
remember that.
Perpetually stressed.
Yep.
And money doesn't buy happiness.
Well, I don't even have enough money to buy happiness. Let's make that very clear.
So it's worse than we thought.
Technically, if you make over $200,000 a year, it does.
I have never made over $200,000 a year.
You mean a month, right?
Ever. A year. No. That's insane.
Huh. How do we get those numbers up?
Yeah, we gotta get those.
Get those
I'm
numbers
making
up.
200,000 a month now.
Yeah, the one thing I've come to learn is that on Twitch, people who are really entertaining do succeed. And I do not consider myself among them. That's just how I have.
Hold on,
to give you a little-
I think I have exactly the
Wait,
amount of success
wait.
I deserve,
That
and
is-
I do not anticipate ever
That's okay.
making more than
First
I make.
off, we gotta stop you there.
Yeah.
Just because you have a high view count doesn't mean you're entertaining.
I think a lot of people with high view counts do tend to be fairly entertaining.
That is just not true.
Well, like who? Go ahead, name 5 names.
Okay? Me?
You are entertaining, though.
Stop.
Okay. I'm not like glazing either. I know. I just like.
There are many big streamers, and I'm not going to say the name because it'll just send hate towards them. But there are many, many, many that do get a lot of views, but it ain't because they're entertaining.
because they're botting.
Or because they're good at a game. That can exist, but you can have the entertainment or what is it, personality of a white bread.
You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
that's
So you
it.
either got to be good at a game, you need to be providing something unique, but it
Yeah.
ain't about being a fun personality.
There are maybe 3 or 4 actually entertaining streamers. Everybody else sucks.
I have never watched maybe more than 20 consecutive minutes of a live stream. I don't think that any
ready?
streaming is
No,
entertaining. But like,
you ready?
yeah,
You know who's
go
a good streamer?
Northern Lion.
Stop. I Show Speed.
He doesn't know you, dog.
I Show Speed.
Mm-hmm.
Asmon Gold. And Hassan B. Everybody else is dog shit.
That started the biggest fucking war.
Wow.
Okay, you pissed a lot of people off.
Like
by
ratios plummeting.
Me, you,
or maybe it equals out.
Wake, Finn. We all suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to just for a second admire your willingness to just like
Extra
step into a volcano.
Extra Emily fucking blows ass.
No,
Anyways,
no. Extra Emily's on that list.
sucks dick. So listen, we've introed Wake.
Well, she
Wake,
does because
welcome,
she's
Luz.
straight.
Damn right. So does Wake. Now,
He's sucking dick.
all right, we are here. We have introed Wake, taking up a large part of the podcast, but let's get into just the casual
God, I
convo.
hope it doesn't when we actually run that.
Nah, you're fine. It was
Shut
great.
up,
I
Wake.
was fun listening
This
to
is
it.
the punching down pod. We're punching down.
Okay.
We actually don't punch down at all. We really don't. That being said, that's our name. So downers, how was y'all's Thanksgiving? Because this is a Thanksgiving
Are we asking
episode.
how was Wake's Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah,
both of you guys just totally
Yes.
circled
We
around
were
me.
at the same Thanksgiving together,
Yeah,
so we
so
know
it's-
how ours
Wait,
were.
but that sounds way more interesting than mine. All I did was I made a Thanksgiving dinner with Aim High.
Okay.
Who the fuck is Aim High?
Aim High is
I'm High?
he's Rage's creative director.
Say again?
He's Your Rage's creative director.
What does that mean?
Your Rage Gaming.
Your Rage Gaming. He's a streamer, and
What does a creative director do?
he comes up with stream ideas and organizes them, and they
The
execute.
fuck does that mean?
So that's how the new W community. That's what they do.
Yeah, they operate like a business. They all have like creative directors and assistants.
I do
who
not
organize
know how
everything.
they fund everyone.
Look, all I know is that I have, at my best.
How much does he make? How much do you pay a creative director to come up with ideas for a
You know
show?
what it
I
is?
don't make a habit of asking people how
If,
much they
if
make.
you ever
should.
got like say like a kick bag or a mixer bag or a YouTube bag, you could probably end up paying for this sort of stuff. But I bet you the monthlies are in the red.
Well, I mean, then you guys should be fine.
I don't pay jack shit to really anyone. But I also don't have I also don't do anything creative. Because I don't have a creative director.
You know what a creative director kind of was? What Milena used to be.
Melania would take fucking TikToks and copy them.
Yeah.
So is
and-
that what he does?
Yeah,
Yes,
that could be a
yes.
part of it. Yeah.
Well, for
Okay.
I mean, you have to think like, oh fuck,
Like the Christmas
I just
stream.
ruined the
Audio's
stream.
fucked.
I just ruined the stream. All right, go on.
like the Christmas streams that
Yeah.
you did. Remember those bottle of lubes, all that stuff? That is what a creative director does.
Yeah.
Okay,
So she facilitated all that.
so he facilitates the
They're
ideas.
facilitators.
Okay, and comes up
He's
with some
also just
ideas.
like a cool dude. I like chatting with him. He's
Interesting.
Yeah.
So you made a turkey with Chad.
Yeah. With Chad?
That's his name, right? That's what you said.
No, his name's Aim High.
Where did you get? Where did I hear Chad?
I have no idea. No, it was never mentioned.
Chad Powers.
It was never once a Chad.
Chad Power. Who is that?
We know.
Okay. So you
yeah,
and Chad Powers.
Yeah, so I took a shot at making it because like that's my new hobby. I've just been cooking food, learning to cook like nice dishes. So I'd never made Thanksgiving food before, so I made some like potatoes, a bit of stuffing, and a turkey. Turned out pretty good. There wasn't much to it. I just
Happy
hung out with some
Thanksgiving
friends.
week.
All right, so I want to know about y'all's Thanksgiving. I've been waiting
Yeah, I
to
wanna hear
find
you
out
too.
what
So,
happened. You guys spent it together.
That cool. Went to my mom's.
You know
Yeah.
what we did?
What did we do?
We went to Chance's mom's house and explained to her why viewbotting is bad.
Jesus Christ, you guys have the fucking brain poison.
So hold on. No.
How do we have brain poison? How?
Like
No,
this
no.
is because like it's you know, it reminds me of like
You're missing
when
context.
When I used to play Counter-Strike, everyone was so obsessed with the thought of like people aimbotting, having aim lock to like identify where people were. And it's
Aimbot,
like,
we talked about that too.
what the
actually.
fuck
important.
can I as a person do about that other than spend my like either one, you start cheating or you get over the fact that people cheat. There's not a lot of
Truth
in
be
between.
told,
No.
as streamers,
You can make changes.
we have influence.
Sure.
So again, I went on stream. I got hate for it. I talked about viewbotting.
Yeah.
That might actually make waves and trim viewbotting.
Just wait till the sponsors here and they
Again.
come running lawsuits.
So
Chance.
little
Well, I mean,
different.
like, but like, you're
What?
I'm gonna be so candid, man. As a small streamer who has never had the self-importance to put myself in conversations with top-tier streamers and get actively distressed about people outpacing me optically in terms of success, I just want you all to shut the fuck up and quit spoiling the broth. Because
not the ones
I
spoiling
swear to God, the degree to which people Streisand effect things like viewbotting and then make it
Okay.
a point of discussion, and then moreover
Now,
create a system that is incapable of stopping legitimate cheating, but is becoming actively punishing to everyone around
so
it,
let me word
is insane.
Let me word what I just. I don't know how you worded that, but let me word it how I
Yes,
thought.
yes,
it is.
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so you're saying by talking about viewbotting, we're making more viewbotters happen.
I think that viewbotting, I think cheating in general, in all sports, this includes physical, will always outpace cheat detection and prevention. Always. Because they need to know how people are cheating.
Okay, so I remember not long ago.
People who are really dedicated to cheating will continue to cheat successfully forever.
I hard disagree.
And
I
other
think,
people
I think
get
being
pissed off.
silent about it is how people get away with it for so long.
Oh, well, again,
So-
this is me as a small streamer who just watched year over year everyone make less money because of how things have been punished in that regard. And granted, it does get worse. As sponsors start to identify, let's say, an absence of return on investment, it will get worse, so on and so forth, right? I get it. But simultaneously, I think that there's such a speculative soul to even embarking on pointing who is or isn't cheating, right? Are
No.
they intending to, so on and so forth?
It is so fucking obvious, Wake.
For some, absolutely.
No, for most. Which of the top streamers are doing it, and it can absolutely be stopped by Twitch, and they choose not to actively do
But
it.
how? Okay, I actually am curious about this. How do you identify, outside of like, let's say,
we're talking about viewbotting, right?
I don't. I
making
don't,
sure
I
because
don't
there's a lot of
care
words.
if that's yeah.
Okay.
We're talking about cheating in general,
Okay.
more or less.
Yeah. So my curiosity then is like, to what extent is this going to prevent cheating? Like, or to what extent does it go on to?
Well,
like,
it depends. It depends how people can change it. But number one, arc raiders.
Sure.
People used to glitch through walls and get into locked rooms. So you know what they did? They made it so if you glitch through a locked room, the room locks you in and it burns you alive. And now people don't do it anymore. So yeah, you can fix things. And why did
that makes sense.
Why did that change happen? Because people bitched about it and got it changed.
Well, yeah, but that's a much more deliberate exploit. Whereas like the idea
so is
of
viewbotting.
So it's
but
the
yes,
same
but
thing.
how do you how do
Easy.
you identify
Easy.
which
Easy.
account is a bot account that's watching? I guess is my curiosity.
Well, let's just say, for example, with this new thing that Chance put up on stream today, which he got hate for.
Well, you're the one that linked it to me, but it's true. Yeah.
So let's just say you're a streamer that has 20,000 viewers, Wake.
Yeah.
And then 10,000 of those viewers all have their accounts made in the span of 3 days. Tell me those bots aren't identified instantly.
Well, no, I if they can identify that, I
they,
think
they
that's
can.
great.
They
Yeah,
have.
absolutely.
They have.
My worry would be like, what's the threshold for what a bot is or isn't? Is it based on activity, engagement, etc.? But if it's something that's cut and dry, I think that's completely
It
fine. Yeah.
literally is. You can look at the stats yourself.
Yeah. No. Well, no. I would. What I'm saying is,
But now
that
that
metric
that's been
is,
leaked, now they're going to change it. They're going to get it.
But now that is my point: is that bot detection, really cheat detection and prevention, always lags behind the genesis of new methods.
It does, but when you're talking about people who are serial cheaters, serial offenders, okay? Like same with like certain Apex pros who get accused of cheating, you know, like over like years, eventually it finds out, yeah, they were, you know? So like if you've been cheating for 2-3 years, Twitch can you know, oh hey, your channel for the last 2 or 3 years has had inflated numbers. This is why we're going to artificially cap you at this until it changes, you know, or things like that can happen.
Sure. I mean,
can absolutely
personally, I would love nothing more than for it to not exist. I think that it would benefit the entire ecosystem long term. I just question whether or not it is a, let's say, like feasible endeavor. If like the objective is something that can be meaningfully accomplished.
It is very difficult terrain. You're right.
Yeah.
Can things be done? Yes. Will it fix all of it? No. But should some stuff be done? Yeah. Because I remember having a convo a long time ago with someone, and I was like, the end of Twitch is going to be viewbotting. But I don't want to talk about that on stream because it's going to make it happen quicker.
Sure.
That's how
I think that's what you were saying earlier with that big rant.
We are at that point where it really does look like everyone's doing it.
Yeah. I mean, look,
damn near, I was actually having arguments. It's so many people. It's eye-opening when you look at these stats.
I want so desperately to not have to reconsider my employment situation as a 30-year-old man with 5 years out of the workforce. That like I am so firmly on the side of please let me continue to make money. That's it. And I'm very fearful of how the sort of infighting in the upper echelon over position in hierarchy will affect that. Now, that's my honest to God position. That's my fear.
You gotta say the last.
So he's essentially saying,
I think that a lot of people who are upset about view counts and view botting tend to be big streamers who are upset about where it looks like they are on the hierarchy of streamers.
Dude, all streamers should be upset about it. What are you talking about? It should be small streamers too. Like people
I'm
lose
upset about it, but there's a reason why I'm also afraid to speak on it. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to continue to amplify the discourse to the point to where it would further harm my income. Because I do not have that degree of security. You know,
that's fair.
Dude. I mean, neither do I.
This is just my perspective. It's not saying it's right.
The other direction to go would, again, keep your mouth shut and let more, because everyone's mouth has been shut for a long time. I remember Masan, not Hassan, Masan used to viewbot, and Rekful would call him out. He got basically castrized by the internet and taken off because he was viewbotting hard. And that was really the only deterrence. And we didn't really, and I guess Athene kind of did a little bit, but overall, you were ridiculed and called out for viewbotting. What we have now on Twitch is people not calling out viewbotters. And it's getting worse, and it's only going worse in that direction.
Well, I also think that there's a really interesting sort of like cultural shift in general accountability and how much easier it is to evade any kind of punishment or backlash for negative actions. Mostly because we're so bludgeoned with new things to think about. Like, you have to consider how effective algorithms are at distracting us, driving us to or away from certain discourses, that like you can think of how many new controversies have spawned in the last couple of years and how much less weight they tend to hold in the community at large, how much quicker people recover from things.
Everyone's bored of at this point. If it's not a court case, who cares?
Well, and it's also exhausting to some extent in that like no one cares less about people who continue to expose themselves as entirely unrelatable man-children. Do you know what I mean? I think it's why the more streamers infight, the more the entire product is maimed to the point of it being unrecognizable. It's no longer like...
I think that same thing happens when the numbers are fudged. People think good content is good. Real users are actually leaving the platform in droves. Numbers still stay the same because people are cheating. I think that is more like damaging than anything. I'd rather the ceiling be pushed down and we can rebuild it the right way than
they shut down bots for what one.
Hey, what happened? All right. Wait. What did I miss?
Well,
something went right over my head.
Whatever.
You'll see in the edit.
What was I gonna say?
I think that is infinitely more damaging. Because let's just say like there's people out there that bought themselves the 5K views every day, right?
Yeah.
And let's say like when they started buying themselves the 5K views, they had 3K views to start. And over time, they didn't change their content because every time they put out product, it was 5K, 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 5K. But over the course of the year doing this sort of thing, the actual number of real users has gone down, and now it went from 3K real users to 2K. Now it's at 1,500 real users, and it's going down. But in their mind, they still 5K, 5K. The content is getting worse, but the standard kind of stays the same. Yeah. So when that happens, it makes the whole product overall bad. People won't change what they're doing to bring in real users because the fake users are covering for them. So the product we're all putting out is suffering because one day eventually there's going to be no one actually left watching, and you're not going to be able to monetize the same way. Because let's say HelloFresh comes to you for an advertisement, and like, oh, you get fucking 3 clicks because that's all that's left.
Maybe this
it's
viewbotting
going to kill it.
Maybe this is what it needs. Maybe it's
funny.
It's all going to blow up.
You know what's funny? Let's just say like everything gets nerfed, right? And everyone's real CCV is shown. I know that community will be good enough to support me because I've built that over the years. I'm not afraid of that. Yeah. I'm not afraid of the adpocalypse or whatever coming down because I am able to monetize well enough with what I've built. Yeah. I know how good my click-through rates are on sponsorships compared to other people who cheat. I have the data, I have the screenshots. So I'm not afraid of that. And if you're afraid of that stuff happening, then you have to make sure you build the right way, and the way that you build it is having numbers that actually make sense, and you can make tangible choices based on what you're doing.
Oh, well, to be clear, mine isn't saying like, oh, I would be remiss if, let's say, like, instead of getting like, rates for 1,000 viewers, I get rates for 500 or something.
Well, that's actually how it's going.
My fear is that advertisers on a systemic level will pull out.
They should.
And that would be, I mean, like,
and Twitch is to blame.
On a fundamental level, if I were to take a step back and assess the product and the damages I think that this kind of fraud will eventually manifest, of course, I think you guys are absolutely right. I was giving you more so my internal, very panicked, smaller streamer perspective as someone who doesn't really see
Twitch is not going to die.
Future verticality.
Even with his viewbotting getting crazy, it's not going to die. It just there will be potentially an adpocalypse type situation. Not even an adpocalypse. Like,
well, there's even changes happening like with sponsorships, like they're turning more into like a click-through rate sort of thing, or like a conversion rate. It is changing, and it should change.
Well, yeah, of course.
Well, for me, I do not convert very well. I've talked with Mythic about it, and they said, well, the sponsors don't pay for that. They pay because you put eyes on the product, and that's basic product awareness. And I don't fucking viewbot, but I'm gonna get butt fucked here because of that. Basically what I get paid for, my rates and reasons why I get sponsored to play games for whatever 2 hours.
Yeah, maybe. But to be fair, I'm just gonna say this: Twitch streamers per viewer are vastly overpaid.
Yeah, I agree.
Of course,
it is by far the easiest way to monetize. Like there'd be 200 viewer streamers, 300 viewer streamers, which it statistically isn't a lot. They've been making 6 figures. Like if you get 200 views, like a YouTube video, there is no way you're pulling in anything that close, Like Twitch is by far the best way to monetize. And the reason they're able to do that isn't necessarily because of the ads. It's your community that you build. That is why it's very, very important as Twitch streamers to work on building your community. That's why I have my Discord, that I talk to all day.
The other thing they're
all my friends, Chance.
Well, the other thing is a lot of these companies like their game, so they pay lots of streamers to play their game at the same time and just shove it up on the section. Viewers high to low. They want Fortnite.
What's funny? They like that. Like that.
Watch that hand.
It matters.
What'd
you say?
Watch that hand.
That is a KPI for some of these sponsors to have their game for a short period of time be the biggest game on the website.
Yes.
That matters to them.
Yes, it does.
And I'm just like, God.
Because it does matter to viewers.
But I also think that like you're kind of misinterpreting who it matters to. It matters to people who are selling the ad space, who want to present metrics that make it seem as if they achieved success because they're going to fucking boomers.
It's some old guy at this certain. We were the first game on the platform. All right. Good job.
Yeah,
Here's your budget.
Yeah, why did the
That'll
game...
look really
How
good
many clicks
in the
did you
email.
get? Not that many.
Yeah, I mean...
but that's the problem with it. It's the whole thing. People need to hire me as a consultant. I'll fix it.
Yeah. No, I also think that there's just a degree of like brain poison to it altogether. Like to have been constantly enmeshed in certain like analytic discourse and like viewbot concern really did turn me into a remarkably unpleasant person. I feel like on some level.
Wait, imagine
And like I miss when I had ideas that I talked about from books that I'd read or things I'd learned talking to people out in the world, and everything slowly became this incessant doom spiral, this sense of like, oh, it's all going downhill. Is anything real? Is this real? Am I gonna
it's toxic. That's why it needs to be eradicated.
But yeah, no, I mean, yes, I agree. I think that it should.
Imagine you're playing baseball. You're on a team. You're pitching. You're hitting third, but the fourth place guy is juicing. So he, it's just like fuck.
They're using bats that are like weighted, and then they hit the ball over the fence, and then you pick their bat up, and you're like, oh my god, your bat is loaded, and then the batter that used it's like, I didn't know that.
Wait,
my bad. But the home run still counts.
Mm-hmm.
they're not weighted bats. They're corked bats.
Shut the fuck up, Finn.
Bet.
Yeah, but it just makes everything worse. Yeah. Now we can do it the opposite direction. If everyone did it, like Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, that was some good ass content. When them roided boys are out there fucking knocking them 70 home runs out of here.
Everyone should viewbot. What's the downside? Everyone just does it. Let's see.
The downside is that
I'll get 1 million views.
How do you? First of all, how do you do it? Two, how much does it cost?
I don't know.
If those things are all within range, please tell me as soon as possible.
I mean, dude,
because I'm trying to get
let's
some
look it up right
motion.
now. Look it up, Finn. How to viewbot. I actually don't. Didn't you? No, you told me it was. That sounds so bad. Apparently, it's like a subscription you have to pay for.
Viewbots.com.
I never said that.
That sounds like a good one.
Someone told me it's a
Next
subscription.
gen viewbot tech is zero limits.
Actually, I think I was having a convo on stream, and my viewers said it's actually something you subscribe.
Wait, is that a live channel right now that's botted?
Wait,
No, it says you.
Oh, you.
this could be me.
Achieve partner 3 times faster with like what 37,000 views. Is that what that says?
Bro, there's no way it's viewbots.com. I can't.
Dude, viewbots.com. Let's check out pricing right now. We're checking the
let's see it.
pricing.
And the thing
Your
is,
channel name.
you can look this up in 2 seconds.
Comedy Russell.
I'm putting me in. I'm working on the TTV. I'll get it out.
Let's see.
All right, continue. Okay, Partner Prodigy. Sounds like me.
What is Donation Addict package? Let's go there.
All right, let's check that out. 250 live viewers.
For 75.
1,000 permanent.
75 for 7 days.
I'd need to do this a lot.
Wow. Okay, but this
There
is
has to be a bigger one.
this is your average
12
I'm
streamer.
going to be honest. This can't possibly be how individuals who are botting bot. There's no like that reminds me of the first time I tried to look for porn and I was like boobs.com. You know what I mean? Like, there's no shot.
I mean, the bigger streamers are trying to get 10,000 plus viewers. I bet they all have a
They probably
shared
have some
connection.
fucking weirdo on 4chan that reached out to him
Or
in
Discord,
like a cryptic Discord DM. You know.
Do not invoke their name, Wake. What have you done?
All right, enough
Oh,
about
God.
viewbots. I'm sure
Please.
Finn will trim the fat on that.
No, that's some golden fucking content right there. That's staying in.
Our viewers are going to be so annoyed at that for the 18th. You know, whatever. Fuck it.
No, they're botted. I bought our views.
Oh, bought the comments too, and you like those.
Please
right, baby.
make the comments positive. I need something.
But you know what the thing is?
Like, I need
I do
anything.
think that though, Wake, is a big symptom, like not just on Twitch, but like with like kind of how like I was watching this video about how like everything feels kind of like bland and dull these days. It's like because everything's kind of like manufactured and fake. You know, like Twitter.
Dead
the
internet
algorithm.
theory.
Yeah, it's like
dead internet theory is entirely valid. Yeah, without a
like
doubt.
it's we talk about it now just in our little bubble, but I think it's an overall massive issue in like the way that people are consuming media and just like
Well, everything is
bad,
tailored towards invoking the strongest possible emotional response to what are frankly the most, let's say, like enveloping emotions, like the most intense, right? So I think a lot of what internet algorithms become when you exist in an engagement-based algorithm, which is like, okay, to what extent does this encourage likes, follows, shares, comments, etc., is content that pokes at your most intense fears and insecurities, right?
Right.
This is what's going to happen if you don't do X, Y, or Z. This is why women won't fuck you if you're not rich and 6'7".
I have
you know
never
what I mean? This
seen
is
any
why.
of those
If
posts.
you've done this, you're gay.
Yeah. Well, no. It's like
What are you
the
watching,
point is
Chance?
like
I don't know.
What are you watching over there?
he's still watching like those OG. If you didn't see the boobs, you're gay memes from like
I've never seen
2006.
those.
I don't know if I've seen
I didn't have
those.
internet
Oh,
back then.
wait, you don't remember? It'd be like that, like lamp, and it'd be like if you saw a lamp, you're gay. It'd be called the gay test.
If you saw,
You remember? And it would actually look like a woman.
something?
Yeah,
That
exactly.
was the mountains.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
humps.
yeah.
Clearly
That
they're
was
boobs.
not
Yeah.
the gay test. The gay test was when in the hockey locker room when someone would get naked in front of you. You look at his penis. If you got hard, you were gay.
Yeah,
I'd say that is a good gay test.
Yeah.
that's a more valid one.
If you're hard in the locker room, Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten nervous, you know, in the locker room, because like if I get a random boner here, I'm gonna be considered gay for the rest of my life. Because sometimes I get hard while driving.
Then what's gonna happen is you retract.
Makes no sense
because you're nervous.
Yes.
And then your dick looks small, and then everyone's making fun of it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, in middle school I tried to get half chub because I wanted to look cool and I had puberty.
Oh yeah, dude, middle school is tragic, bro.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
What a fucking horrible time to get everyone naked.
Hey guys, I had puberty. Like I did that.
Yeah, you'd have one dude who's like a fully developed man, another person who's just adolescent.
Dude, it's actually crazy.
They're all 13.
You could link pube count to popularity.
Well, yeah. Well, that's correlative, maybe.
Isn't that crazy?
Causal, but
no,
yeah.
the most popular kids at school, they all had puberty. They all had pubes.
Yeah,
they're pube
because they were better at sports and like taller and
yes.
deeper voices.
Yes.
And were just cooler.
Wait, I think it was just the pubes, man.
It was 1-to-1. You'd wear low cut jeans.
I remember looking at their pubes in the locker. Like, they got pubes. What the fuck? I don't have that.
Yeah.
I remember my armpit hair. I was like, whoa, it hurts when I pull it.
There's a completely other genre that we're overlooking, and that was the swimming suit kid.
What are you talking about?
He would take showers in swimming suits.
Just say
in the
you wore a
locker
swimsuit.
room.
Oh, that's the kid.
I was a swimming suit kid.
Okay,
Nobody knew what I had.
Did you also pull your pants down to your ankles at the urinal?
No, I'm not a nerd.
I also can say with absolute confidence, no one did that in our showers.
Yeah, that's
they would
weird.
have been. They would have been so much more bullied for that than you having a small dick.
There were like 3 of us.
Yeah,
I don't use urinals to this day.
To this day?
He actually does.
Why?
Because there was a time where a buddy of mine, we were in a hockey locker room. He was peeing in a urinal, and someone came up from behind and kicked him in the butt, and he went dick first in the urinal, and he just fell forward and hit his face into the urinal.
Oh, I had a friend who kicked someone into the urinal.
Yeah, exactly.
They full on drop kicked him.
I did that.
So the thing is, like, ever since then, it's like when Buddy goes poop, he always looks at you.
Yeah.
I'm too exposed. I gotta lock that door. I can't use urinals.
I could not possibly. I just when I have to pee, I have to pee.
Nick,
You know?
Yeah.
do you sit down to pee?
I'm not Arthur.
Arthur sits down to pee?
Yes.
Like like every time?
Every time he sits down to pee.
How do you know?
Because he said
Oh my
this.
god!
You can get him
Dude,
here right now.
I remember. So my parents divorced when I was super young. Like I think I was like 1 or 2, and my dad kind of dipped the fuck out. And so my mother was tasked with doing a lot of the like, okay, how do I raise this child? And so when she was potty training me, she taught me to sit down to piss and to get the piss off my dick to like wipe it, like dab my penis with like a paper towel.
I've done
And
that
then my
before.
dad came back into my life sometime, like maybe when I was like 4 or 5.
Okay.
And I was over at his house, and I remember he was like, go pee. And I went and I sat down to pee. He's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like he was outraged. He took me outside immediately to this patio that was like, I remember this clear as day. It was like a side yard kind of situation, and there was a deck. Okay.
You had to pee off that deck.
And he was like, this is how we pee. And, pulls his dick out, and, it's a dad dick, so you're like, whoa,
it's
like,
weird,
what the
large.
fuck? And he's pissing out just into the fucking grass, the fucking dead grass, by the way. Did not take care of that yard, ripping a cigarette.
Kept peeing on
and
it.
he's like, go ahead. And it was like very monkey see, monkey do. I piss off that, right? I'm recalling this like maybe a few years ago, right? Really trying to remember, because I was so young, right? This deck, I shit you not, was to a height that significantly, let's say, outscaled the fence line.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say grass is here, deck is here,
Got it.
fence is here.
Got it.
Which means my father, for maybe like the 3 years he lived in that house, was taking his dick out and just thigh up, totally visible to the entire neighborhood, pissing outside.
The thing is, you could get caught. You could be a sexual offender.
My
that.
dad
You
was
get caught,
literally
you're now a sexual
full,
offender.
and then he brought his 4-year-old son out to join him in just showing the neighborhood us pissing.
There are some serious laws that if he were to have gotten prosecuted, it would not look good.
But
on
I
the resume.
wonder if it's like a reverse kind of stand your ground, where it's like,
Because it's on your property?
on your property, you can take your dick out. They can't tell you
I don't
to
think.
take
I
that
think
away.
it's PDA.
It might be an HOA because it's private,
Oh,
PDA
is public display of affection.
Wait, that's definitely not a.
That's not a crime.
I hope that wasn't happening.
Indecent exposure is maybe what you're thinking.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But like,
Yeah.
I wonder if you're allowed to, like, if I could just sit with my dick out in front of a window.
How about we just ask Chat GPT?
Oh, yes, our new overlord.
Oh.
Go ahead, Nick.
Can I have my dick out on my porch? And it says, almost always no. You can get in serious legal trouble. Public decency laws apply. Even though your porch is part of your property, the key factor is whether other people can see you from public areas or neighboring houses. If anyone could reasonably see you, then exposing your penis is typically considered indecent.
Well, just flaunting my little boy dick to everyone for like 5 years. Yeah.
Can a 4-year-old do this?
Nick, that is not what I would advise you.
Hold
to
on,
have in
hold
your-
on, hold on. It's thinking.
Yeah, of course it has to. It's contacting the FBI. It's pinging
I need to be
directly
very
Washington.
careful. I need to be very careful here because your question is mixed in context.
That's a smart chat GPT. It
If
knows
my
you're setting it up.
4-year-old child peed off my porch, would my child become a sex offender?
I mean, we know what answer it's going to give, right? It's going to say no.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
You're fine, Wake.
Okay. Well,
Hey.
I wasn't worried, but
High
like,
five,
yeah.
man.
Hey.
So we've got a whole list of talking points. We have not hit a single one.
Yeah.
So Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We just finished Thanksgiving.
Skip it.
Okay.
Skip it.
Skipping it. Paintballing. What is that?
Well,
Skip it.
What?
Okay. Well,
I'm kidding. We can talk about it.
What is that?
So, you didn't see this?
No.
Oh my God, you were invited.
To what? Paintball?
So,
Yeah.
I love paintball.
So,
What?
So,
We went to.
Emmy
did you
put
grow
on
up going
a-
to paintball?
Huh? I love paintball. Yeah, I paintball hard
so
as fuck.
you missed it.
I got the fingers and everything. Yeah, I love paintball.
Ooh.
Wait, did you like actually paintball as a kid?
Yes.
Wait, where'd you go? Did you go to Texas paintball?
Yes, my friend Ross worked there for a while.
Yeah, I would go to Texas paintball all the time.
So that's
growing up.
that's
Yeah.
where we just went.
And I went to Camp Buckner and we played paintball there. It was great.
Oh, Camp Buckner.
You know about Camp Buckner?
Yeah.
I was
That's
there
where
for
a lot
10
of my
years.
friends went, but I went to a different camp.
They had dodgeball and everything. I love
Camp Buckner was
I could
cool.
tell.
What happened?
So a few days ago, Chance, there was a massive paintball stream on Imru's channel. In fact, everyone else was streaming it too. It had over 65,000 live viewers.
Everyone in Austin.
How many
but
view
you.
bots?
According to that website,
Probably
quite a
60.
bit.
Okay, so,
But
but at least half were there. It's
Yes.
a big event. I was not invited.
Yes, you weren't.
I didn't even hear about this.
You weren't invited?
I didn't hear. I did
So
not
it
hear.
was
about
actually
this.
a really, really, really fun stream, and it was a good idea.
Kill
for me.
yourself. How about that?
Well, what happened was there were teams. There was Team Nick. I was a captain.
Fuck you,
I wasn't
man.
even streaming, and I was a captain. It was Team Imaru.
How did they let you be a captain?
I don't know, and it was Team Cinna. And the first game was 3v3, 1v1v1.
You hate that bitch?
Yeah, I hate that bitch.
Can we go in on that?
Who we
That's
talking
way
about?
more
Which one?
interesting than
Senna,
paintball.
bitch, half and a bitch,
Okay.
always a bitch.
That is
Anyway,
racist.
Go on.
Cinna's
It
great.
is.
Number. I'm in a weird spot here. So the first game in Wick was actually on my team,
It was.
and Team Nick won the first game.
All right.
Interesting.
We also won the
Okay.
second game.
Who gives a
We
fuck?
did.
So what? How did? Who's? This is the Emmys event.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to talk to that bitch. Anyways, so where was?
Oh,
this?
you
Was
shouldn't
it-
say that because she has
Texas paintball.
quite a few white knights that will threaten to kill you.
You're right, and you know I'll kill myself before they get there. So good fucking luck. So
I killed Emerald in Classic WoW. You remember that?
You
What,
killed me
first
too,
only
motherfucker?
things? Okay.
no, you didn't actually. Anyways,
So yeah,
paintball. You had a 1v1,
so
a
me and-
3v3.
I don't know if it was me or Wake, but we had the most kills.
So
we did.
what was the field like? What was going?
It was
break it
insane.
down.
It was like CS:GO field.
So they had like the big blow up and everything.
No, it was like a little town with an airplane.
So-
Correction.
So Texas paintball is like completely fucking. They like built an entire small town.
Hold on. Is this where I saw the clip of Lakari like
Sweating?
steaming?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Lakari
god, you
got-
invited Lakari.
First off,
and not me.
I didn't invite anyone. It was Emmy. Okay, and she invited people who she thought
You're just
would
fucking
would
everything up.
actually show up and make content.
That's fair.
Soda, and to top it all off, I came out of retirement and I filmed it.
Dude,
It was like such a group effort.
Catchy was playing. She
Go-
actually gave up and she was walking around like, "Shoot me, guys."
So Todd, what kind of guns did y'all use?
They were,
Like,
the,
were they
ren-
the-
the rentals were Titmans.
Were they like you could shoot quicker if you had the fingers for it?
No, only
No.
one of the guns you could upgrade to get that
Did
one.
they give you like the things where you can load them? Quick?
yes, we had reloads.
Did
But
y'all
they
like?
gave us the Titmans. They were shit.
Oh, but it
Except
was still
simply,
fun.
he upgraded. He had like a fucking Planet Eclipse that you could like actually
So
walk the
we
trigger with.
absolutely fucking dominated them.
Yeah, we did. We
Like we
brought the whole
made
dick.
S-Fan bleed.
I mean, S-Fan's always hurt. Cinna ain't going to do a damn thing. Neither is Emmy.
Cinna actually almost won the first game.
Cinna fucked me up. Dude.
Okay, but who was on her team?
It was all girls.
So the problem is...
Damn!
And
Okay, I'm sexist.
Well, obviously they didn't win.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know who did the teams, but my team was absolutely fucking stacked.
Y'all were on a team?
It was me, Wake, Arav, Arthur, Julia, and then Catchy. The only weak link
Say it.
was Catchy. But she looked fucking damn good out there.
She wasn't even a weak link because she took it 0% seriously. She was just walking around like, woo, shooting off rounds into the air, which this was a stealth 3v3 or whatever it was. She was literally going, shooting the gun into the air, and somehow she survived to the entire
She never got
end.
hit.
She never got hit.
Never got hit. And the funny thing was, like, when me and her were playing, she didn't want to be alone. So I'm trying to be stealthy, and she was right behind me the entire... It was a 2-man. And I'm telling you, dude, we
When was
murdered.
this?
It was last week.
Last week at some point. Yeah.
Okay, so Nick's talking like he's a hero. Nick immediately went to the very top center point in the map and camped a church.
To be fair, we strategized that.
That
Yes.
is a play.
It was a good play too.
I
Nice
shot
play.
Bonnie, I shot Simply, and I shot Emmy.
I think you tried to shoot me.
You took out the guy with the super gun?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Nice job.
Yeah,
That's sick.
the plan was to essentially bunker everyone up top while Vegard and I like snaked around and took people out and like corralled them into the church.
Oh, it wasn't Arav on our team.
No, it was Vegard.
It was, sorry.
But like
Same clat, different day.
Yeah.
It worked. So I was with S-Fan. Okay, so I was assigned to S-Fan's team to cameraman. So I'm S-Fan shooting, locked in, shooting somewhere where Nick's at. Okay, and I'm cameramaning behind his building, right?
Okay.
And Wake rounds the corner, and I look at him, and Wake is moving silently like a killer.
But you're not allowed. You're not allowed to.
But I'm not allowed to warn S-Fan. So I pan the camera over, and Wake is clearing rooms one by one, and S-Fan's in the last one that I'm beside, and I'm like, I can't even warn him.
Yep. You just got to sit there, and S-Fan's about to take a bullet in the ass.
And then eventually Wake gets to him and just like, pop, pop, and he's like, ah.
Yeah, it was a clean double tap.
Yeah. Dude, it was such a fun
super
story.
It was
dude.
point blank.
You ever see those videos of like the airsoft where they have like the scope and you can see the bullet fly?
Yep.
And they have like the Call of Duty like hit scan sound.
No, but that sounds insane.
I don't know if you could ever stream it because they have a GoPro attached to their gun.
Ooh.
So you can like have a GoPro on the barrel and you can literally see the bullet flying and they're sniping.
So that's what Arthur had. Arthur had the...
Yeah, and same with Vegard.
Arthur's setup looked great actually. It was very cool.
So wait,
It looked
Arthur
like
had
CS.
like first person POV
He
cam?
put like a it was
just
like
a
a little
phone.
bracket that he attached to like the rail of the gun, and so it perfectly centered it. Like it was like Counter-Strike, right hand holding the gun. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. No, it's sick, and that's the kind of shit I guess you could stream it. Yeah, you could get a bunch of... Problem is when you're carrying your gun, waving it around like this is exhausting to watch, so you'd have to have a swap, but... No, the airsoft of that paintball is also sick.
Maybe the coolest part of all is we had a drone pilot with thermal vision above the place. Chance, you missed the coolest stream ever. And it was so fun.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to say about it.
So I want to just go ahead and completely co-opt your stream because I feel like I have a better vision for this than you guys. What's the biggest fight you two have ever had? You have so many years of friendship. And
Like-
I'm so deeply curious
like
about
argument?
how stagnant of a human Nick's been and how he's the same person now as he was 10 years ago because I think that's unprecedented. And I also want to know,
I am not the same person.
No, he's changed.
I'm kidding. I had no clue who you were at all. But I want to
worse
know,
back
like,
then.
how did you guys? How much fighting has happened
not
over the
that
course of that
much.
time?
I mean, I can think... Like, it's happened so few, I can think of the only fights we've had.
What was the biggest?
Was it the
I can tell you-
Minecraft?
Minecraft.
Remember the Minecraft server?
What are we about Minecraft?
We didn't really have a fight. It was we wanted to do a Minecraft server, and I didn't want to do it, and I basically threw a tantrum, and I just stormed out of the house. We didn't talk. I just stormed out. I was fighting with everyone in the house at the time. This is when I was dating Leah. So stormed out of the house. I was mad at everyone. They were trying to convince me to make a Minecraft server.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and then me and her were ganging up on you.
Yes, and y'all ganged up.
Because his ex-girlfriend was older than me, which is damn near 40 now, probably.
Okay.
And...
Were you groomed?
No. Come on.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I don't know. I don't know how old she was.
No, she wasn't that old.
Definitely, I didn't have a lot of say in life
So
experience.
a lot of the
discussions,
times,
but go on.
in the house, it was the four of us, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of the arguments, it ended up being... Now, me and her had our differences, because obviously, like, I understand now where she's coming from. But it was always me and her versus him.
Okay.
Like, and it
So
got
they just ganged up on you.
Yes.
Well, and you were just being.
Well, I was the streamer at the time. Nick didn't really
Nick
stream.
didn't stream. Ooh.
I was she kind of streamed, but
So you were like this, like you were like
So
a
he-
prize-winning dog
so he
at the
paid-
Westminster Dog
he paid
Show,
for
and
everything.
They were grooming you, and okay,
he paid for everything.
I didn't mean it like that. Like the second time, okay.
go ahead.
But he paid for everything. But like we had ideas of like what kind of should happen.
Okay.
So like I remember that specific argument that you bring it up. He got pissed and he was like, I think you said something like, "You two wouldn't be shit without me," and you left.
Yeah.
And he's right.
I stormed the fuck out of the house.
He was absolutely right. You know, but it's very rarely he ever got angry.
Wait, what was that like to have? Because I've never in my entire life had anyone dependent on me like that. That's crazy. Is that like?
I mean,
is that
it's still
distressing?
going to this day.
Wait, what do you mean?
No, to be like young and successful in an arena that's like kind of novel, and to have so many
I
people
can tell you exactly
reliant
what
on
it's like.
that.
I didn't think about it because I'm only thinking about the success of my stream.
So-
I'm only thinking
Oh.
about the next day. That
So
is it.
essentially,
That's
Nothing
very
else.
counter to the chance I know. That's a very interesting.
you don't understand who
look
this.
into-
There was a reason why he was top on the platform for a while.
Okay.
So essentially what the gist was.
Okay.
What me and like Milena and it would do, it was our job to make sure the only thing that he had to worry about was his stream. So
Interesting.
I paid all the bills. Okay. If
I mean, I paid them, but he managed making sure the money was
yeah, you know, with his card, you know. Let's say there was something broken, like we had the water heater was broken. He wouldn't have to think about that. Milena would handle that. You know, a lot of time with Buddy, you know, chance of streaming hours, we would take care of him.
Take him to the vet.
Yeah, you know, so that's kind of how the house worked.
I stream.
know?
Nothing interrupts me from streaming.
Right.
Because that's what pays everything.
Yes.
Interesting.
So
And we respected it because it did work, you know, for what we need. And he was top on the platform. Everyone was growing. And, you know, me and Milena managed his YouTube for a while there, and that was bumping. He was one of the biggest at a time. I actually have a PowerPoint about this because we get an argument about it. That was probably our second biggest argument was the YouTube channel.
what did we argue on the?
Because you said we weren't doing enough, and then I statistically proved that we were doing more than your counterparts.
Oh yeah, because I wanted y'all to make more videos. I wanted like a PewDiePie type thing where I get one video a day, and it's like, but then they make a video of a game I played, it get no views because my YouTube channel was basically a glorified just chatting channel. They wanted the real life content. They wanted
So we would pick and choose kind of what, because we were going for bigger number per view per video, less videos.
Okay, yeah.
and I wanted the PewDiePie. I wanted a daily video. I wanted this. But,
Why did you see that as like the model to follow? Like, were you like, this is winning, so
well,
I
because
should join?
I don't plan on doing. Again, I'll do IRL, but I didn't plan on doing
But
IRL.
you know what's
but I was
funny?
planning on playing every new game.
So you ready?
Interesting.
And Chance can attest to this. What we were doing was working so well that it was bleeding into his Twitch channel, and he killed it.
Yeah.
He shut it down. So let's say his channel was getting like 4 million views on Twitch per month. The YouTube channel was getting 12 million. So he was essentially getting more views on YouTube than he was on Twitch, and they would come and harass him.
Well, they weren't harassing me. It was
Yes,
just
they were.
annoying.
They were like, "Oh, do this."
Oh, yeah, they were.
Because like that's what they thought he was. Because Milena had built series, of they're on his channel
So
now.
you were kind of one of the first like
had to
parasocial, just chatting.
Not
and-
No.
parasocial.
It wasn't parasocial. It was
So
actually good
example.
content.
Example. I'm playing what's the game? I'm playing?
Amnesia.
I'm playing Amnesia.
Okay.
Right? And someone comes in, hey, can you do a Salad Sunday? Hey, can you do a PO unboxing? Hey, can you go outside and go get dinner? Can you go IRL? Do IRL. And I'm like, I'm playing this game. And of course, my Twitch community is like, we don't care for any of this YouTube-y
Interesting.
stuff. But we were being outnumbered.
You got.
So I killed my YouTube channel. I did. I
at
stopped
one
doing
point-
Salad Sunday. Salad Sunday was like the thing. where I-
Millions.
Wait, but
of
that's
views.
that's so based.
Yeah, I mean, sure, but that's what I did.
Keep in mind, we made all the money from the YouTube channel. That was the deal.
Yeah, but fuck you, dude. That was like, you in your heart said I don't want to do that, which is so remarkably difficult to do, regardless of your age.
I mean, again, hey,
Well, no,
now
you just
I'm
didn't wanna
suffering
do it.
for it, but at the same time, like,
what do you mean you're suffering for
sure, I'm
it?
not
Shut
suffering
the fuck
for
up.
it. Not suffering for it. But
Fucking
yes,
shit.
So that's where our argument stemmed. Back to your question.
That was
kind
probably
of
the
stuff.
other one, and then the third one was Hawaii Gate, and that was the biggest one.
Oh my god,
Ooh,
Hawaii.
this sounds way.
We're not getting into it. You can look it
Hawaii
up.
Gate was bad.
That was the worst one.
Forgot about that.
Have you guys done? Have they done Hawaii Gate on
no,
this?
we're never gonna talk about that.
No, I was about to compliment that question. I was like, hey, I haven't even thought of that. But that's a great question.
That one I think drove, and this is my opinion, drove a wedge in our friendship that lasted about 5 years.
Interesting.
4 or 5. It
Yeah.
didn't get fixed until he moved back.
Can you give a quick and dirty, like 2-sentence synopsis?
No,
Oh, it's like private.
No, it's not private. It's all public.
Yeah, it's,
You know what I
just-
get? I get the sense that there was never actual reconciliation or concession on this.
We just
And
moved on.
if you touch on, it's like one of those old fights you have with a girlfriend.
I don't mind touching on it, but again, I got cheated on,
Okay. I'm so
and then
sorry.
I went
That's
back,
terrible.
and then I went back with her.
Ooh.
Nick was not okay with it.
No, but
Well,
the problem was
that
wasn't
I
that
get it.
because wait, now I'm gonna say it now. The way it happened, because I was the first to find out.
Oh.
So when I brought it up, he didn't really believe it, and I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
But it turns out it was true.
Yeah, but like, first of all,
I got real
you're
defensive.
in an impossible situation, and I know Nick Brain well enough to know that
No, this is younger Nick, by the way, with
was-
higher
he was-
testosterone.
my assessment of
Nick was much
yeah, you
meaner.
have what an entire like another 3.
no, I was in the
testosterones?
500s back then.
Testosterone units.
Yeah. So let me, because you're the kind of person who like you will assess a problem and like immediately attempt to solve it, sometimes with a bit of a lack of social tact, but it's always well intended because you're like, this will lead to better outcomes, right? There's a problem, I can assess the problem and I know how to change it. That's something that
Sure.
I think you lead with very earnestly.
Yeah, it doesn't work well.
But
with
like
emotions.
this is a really sensitive issue where someone's going to be resistant to even believing it.
Well, again, I have Nick, my
Yeah.
friend, trying to say, hey, what you got going on is fucked up and bad.
Yeah.
And then I've got my girlfriend at the time who's telling me the opposite, and I'm being pulled in both directions.
Yeah.
And at the time, I went towards my girlfriend,
Okay.
and I took her side, and that's where the wedge, I would say, came in. That being said, Nick was right the whole time,
Yeah.
and it is a bad.
It's also like I think a lot of people underestimate how like deeply like almost like traumatizing to an extent infidelity
I'll never do
is,
that again,
one.
by the way.
And then
What'd you
moreover,
say?
So I'll never do that again. If let's say Arthur has a girlfriend and I'm not saying shit.
really,
I'm not saying nothing.
that's
dude,
absolutely
dude,
the wrong
no,
thing to take
no,
from that.
dude, I lost like my best friend for like a few years. I'm not doing it again. Just like you don't want to fight against the viewbotting, you rather it happen and
Well,
keep your
to
job.
be clear, I'm kind of offering you like just a competing stance on that. I think that this is something that needs to be eradicated. I just question the extent to which Twitch can do it based on how cheating
fair.
tends to trend. So like it's neither really here nor there. I'm saying that if people are going after
stop it right now.
viewbotting
Hire me.
solely because they are upset about how it looks on them optically, I don't respect them and I find
that's
them
not it.
annoying. If people are legitimately concerned about the health of industry, which I am, then I respect it and I think it's something that should be followed through with.
that is the most important thing
Yeah, no, I mean I agree.
is the health of the industry.
I agree.
That's
Nick,
the most
But anyways,
Twitch offered you a job right now.
Yeah, I'd fix you by 100%.
Yeah, but what if it took? They were like, you got to work full time Twitch.
I do it.
6 months.
Yeah, I do it.
Can't.
I thought you were
stream.
going
I
to
wouldn't-
offer
I wouldn't.
an
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he's already
Hell
not.
yeah. I like that.
Because when I come back in 6 months, it will be a better place. I'm banning so many people.
Yeah, I feel like you're running for a platform right now, and I'm ready to vote, baby.
I love the unfounded confidence. It's like those guys who are like,
Wait,
tell
wait,
you what,
wait.
you give me 6 months with that Al
Wait,
Qaeda,
any-
they're gonna be
I'll
out
bring
there.
back with his head.
Your plan is a nuke.
anything in my life I've tried to do, I've achieved it. And I wouldn't fail
Here's
here.
what will happen though. If you worked for Twitch, you would say, I'm going to eradicate viewbotting. And then someone that's above you at Twitch will stop you. And then you will
Then I
receive
will
the
quit.
blame that you couldn't do it. Okay, fair.
Then I'll quit and I'll say, this guy stopped me, and I'll post about it on Twitter.
Yeah, and the reason it's probably getting stopped is legitimately because apparently Twitch needs to make a certain amount of money.
I don't know.
Well,
Ooh,
Amazon, which segues into the next fucking topic.
I like you, Chance.
S-Man said the N-word.
He did. But the next topic after that, where was it? It was some guy was talking about the $1,000 sub feature.
Twitch has
Thought it was
implemented a
5,000.
new. This is a new gifted sub
$5,000.
package, right? So you can gift 1,000 subs in a package now.
I think
They
that's
just
great.
Integrated that.
And they added this, and some guy who used to work at Twitch said the reason they did this is because Twitch is struggling to reach the quota that Amazon is expecting. So it's not necessarily Twitch's fault. It's trying to meet
Well,
Amazon's
you want to know
standards.
why?
Why, Nick?
Because when the platform has 2 million concurrent viewers and 500,000 of those 2 million viewers aren't real and not generating revenue, of course you're going to struggle.
It's
Yeah, but
so
that's boring.
fascinating.
I'm just kidding.
It's true. Back to viewbotting.
Because
Yeah.
during COVID, it wasn't this big of an issue. It wasn't. Those were, and again, COVID numbers or
Or,
whatever.
however, the
But-
counterpoint,
Yeah.
Amazon has bought Twitch a long ass time ago, and eventually they planned on it becoming a profit. Maybe we just reached that point where they want it to be a profit.
Everyone's
now.
making less. Dude, look at SQC's
like,
ad rev that he was getting back in the day. It's just less
Maybe
profitable.
Twitch is taking less.
Well, it's just like such a, it's an instance of just like unsustainable hunting practices. It's like killing all the like killing all the doe and the fucking fawn. You know what I mean? It's making it so that they can't reproduce essentially. So like you're gunning for such an enormous lion's share of potential profit, right? That you're engaging in fraud to do so, and in turn you're making it so that eventually it becomes unsustainable. It's like taking all the eggs instead of leaving a couple to incubate. You know, you're not allowing things to continue to proliferate or succeed. Which it sucks on some level, because I can definitely see how dumb opportunistic young people would be like, well, why don't we just bought 10,000 more and then ask for 10,000 more dollars on this next sponsor, because that's such an enormous amount of money. But I also think that everything is just so clout poisoned and like, you know, sort of like celebrity driven now that it's I don't know how to like.
So that's an issue, because if you remember like the old school Twitch, it wasn't, oh my God, I'm a celebrity nowadays. You know, it's like, hey, these are me and my friends doing stuff. And that's kind of why it worked well. It was kind of, people could relate to it.
Well, it's the same with every new medium. I mean, like when YouTube first came out, it was a way to be like, hey, this is me teaching my dog how to say a slur.
Now,
you know what I mean? And
now
now
let's burn this Lambo and
but now it's Mr. Beast being like, it's we're playing fucking red light, green light, but it's 5 Palestinian children fleeing to Egypt.
But the thing is, and this is to my point.
Did they make it?
No.
Well, probably. Okay. Well, the one who did got $1 million and a trip to Mr. Beast land in Dubai, where he was also exterminated.
So it's a good
sorry.
But also in that same vein, so there's 2 different contents. There's the wholesome one. There's the whatever we just said, Mr. Beast one.
Yeah.
But if the Mr. Beast one is being propped up by fake numbers, it brings this one down.
But going back to it though, I think that it has more to do with just like it is a tendency to inject the imperatives of profit and capital atop like everything cool.
Okay, so hold on. So let's listen to this clip. I think he's got good insight. Go ahead.
So yeah, this is a direct
Let's see
response to kind of what you're talking about from S-Fan.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, catch a nigger coming later. So you guys got
That's
so
crazy.
far.
Yeah, he said it. That's open and shut.
Wow. Anyways,
And
so go ahead, continue.
So
Yeah.
the capitalism made him say the N-word.
Yeah, well, of course, because then you get a clip, and a clip then generates more interest and potentially more profit. I mean, he said the N-word not because he wanted to, but because he felt that the hands of capital forced it out of him, like a marionette. No, well, the thing that I legitimately am concerned about, though, is that like the second sodapoppin exists, it is now no longer a place to stream video games. It's no longer a place to, let's say, do dumb, fun things for the sake of it. It is now a potential vehicle for celebrity. So you have at one point well-to-do earnest idiots doing well-to-do earnest idiot shit that are now going to be pushed out by deeply opportunistic to borderline sociopathic narcissists, right? Because it is the lowest barrier to entry in terms of new media for celebrity in terms of skill. Does this make sense? So, like, of all the things we have, like, let's say, like YouTube, you typically would need some kind of, like, ability or skill. Not really, but you'd have to sit down, think of a video, execute it, etc.
What are you saying?
You could just go live.
So I get I kind of get what you're saying.
I have no clue.
He's saying Twitch streaming is the easy way to celebrity, right? And
No, I'm saying that it's the lowest barrier to entry in terms of talent.
Okay.
Yeah, anyone can go live.
Yeah. Okay. That's the great thing. That's why I said earlier. There's about 3 streamers who are good. Everyone else has got lucky.
Yeah.
You know, but the problem is, fuck it.
I agree.
I agree.
Fuck it. All right. So S-Fan said the N-word. What else did we talk about? Viewbotting.
Honestly, I hated this.
Wake Wild, everybody. We love Wake.
Hey.
We talked about nothing but brain rot viewbotting shit, and I don't like that. I don't like it.
We had some great combos.
We talked about you for most
guess
of the
what?
episode.
Well, that's also probably why I hated it. I was way more interested
and
in
we're
Hawaii
gonna talk
Gate.
about a hell of a lot more on
Okay.
the bonus episode. That's it.
I am not like, I don't...